Each Thursday night for the last month or so, we've been bringing you an episode of the Fishing Hub, and we've chosen a different topic to focus on each week. This week, our topic is a league of their own, women in fishing. That's right, we're going to look at the impact of female anglers on the Australian and international fishing world, and we're going to showcase some wonderful stuff that the ladies are doing out there and a really exciting new initiative aimed at female anglers. Look, don't forget that you can ask us questions or make comments as the night goes along. We'll try and get to those, especially while we're playing the clips, so please feel free to ask us whatever you like or make comments. Ask us for things you'd like to see in future shows as well. As you know, these Fishing Hub live streams go out on several different YouTube channels every week. They go out on my own Starlo Gets Real YouTube channel, on the Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures YouTube channel, and if we've got a guest like Shroom on, they'll go out on his YouTube channel as well. Okay, let's kick off tonight by digging back into the old Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures archives from the television days and having a look at a great segment featuring Rex and Jenny Lurch fishing for bass at Mulgara Dam in southeastern Queensland. And if you keep your eyes peeled, you might see a little cameo appearance by a much younger Mr. Jackal. That's right, Harry Hank Watson is somewhere in the background in this. See if you can spot him.
G'day folks, welcome to the show. And have we got a show for you?
Hey Jennifer, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Let's go fishing.
Okay.
Look at that! The old bearded birdler, he's in his element. Throw it into his mouth. Unbelievable, mate. It's just like nature. It's what we're all about. I tell you what, this is just fantastic. Wagons, ho! Oh, thank your mother for the rabbits. Just when they think it's safe to come out, it's not an animal. Bang! I guess in the end, that's probably why we all go fishing. What are we doing back there?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, fair enough. G'day folks and welcome to the show. And today I'm with Jenny Lurch, who you will remember from Broome catching some magnificent threadfin salmon. And today we're in South Queensland. Now Brisbane about an hour and a half easy drive over here, and down there is the Great Dividing Range, and this is Lake Mulgara. And you know a little bit about the lake.
I do. Mulgara apparently is Aboriginal and it means land of the storms.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to cook up a storm here today, folks. We're going to fish for some magnificent bass that have been released into this impoundment. And Mr. Bass in South Queensland, none other than the big bloke over there, and that's Harry Watson. He's going to take us out, so come along, let's do some fishing together. Over there.
But it's like say it's a sleeping samurai soldier.
Jennifer, he hit that like an express train.
Did he?
Oh, gee, went thump.
Yeah, they're good fun.
Oh, aren't they? Now, you're one up on me here because you came with Harry here last week and did it okay too, didn't you?
I did.
Well, the spinnerbait's done it again, folks. I tell you what, these are very, very good. Now, that's a serious fish, Harry. Look at that. Wow. Now, that is very nice. Just put him on the scale there, mate. Now, folks, that is a serious fish. That is actually 187 centimetres long.
You went
No,
from
it
the
was
wrong end.
47.5 centimetres long. And that's a serious fish. I tell you what, folks, this is a fantastic success story. These fish are gone in about half as big as my little finger. And in 7 or 8 years, they're up around this magnificent looking fish's size. Look at that, the lure just came out. I'll just get you to hold that, Jenny.
Yes.
And what I'll do is I'll just sort of give him the breath of life. A little bit of a kiss and put him back in. And he's actually biting on my thumb. So, mate, off you go.
That's good. He's got lots of
Look
energy
at that.
then.
Away he goes. He gave a bit of a kick too.
Yep.
And what I wanted to just sort of say, if I'd have said that you can go to the disco with a pair of these on your earrings, you'd say that'd be fantastic. But that is a very, very good lure, isn't it?
It certainly is. Certainly brings up the fish.
Yeah. Now, you're part of the Fishing Chicks who won a magnificent section of the Broome Sailfish, and part of your sort of tenure is to tease the fish up so you can get a bait. And this is nothing more or less than actually teasing the fish for these particular fenders, isn't it?
That's correct.
The weight in the head gives you some sort of weight to cast, and then the skirt goes along and fluffs up and down, but that's what attracts them, these little things here.
No.
Just absolutely magnificent. Tina Turner, there you are. Oh, yes.
Okay.
How you going?
Good.
Geez, some vegetation down there, isn't there?
There he is.
Oh, nice fish. Look at him.
Oh, there's a bit of colour.
Oh, a bit of colour, and it's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice fish. Look at him.
Yeah, he's a beauty.
You've caught bass before, haven't you?
I did. A couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I've got
Come
quite
up
a
here
few.
and did a bit of a recce for us with Harry. Look at that, you just got him too. Beautiful looking fish.
He is.
Oh, come on. Give him a kiss, eh? Look at that, just beautiful. Oh, well done. Bit of a challenge, off you go.
Look at that, Rex.
Done. I tell you what,
Another one.
the bait, beautifully done.
Yeah, there's lots of fish in these waters.
Isn't it lovely?
It's a great place to come.
It certainly is.
Catch fish of all different sizes.
Yeah, mainly big ones like this one. That's a
where are you?
beautiful, serious fish. Serious
Oh, look at
fish.
that.
Look at that.
Nice colours.
Oh, beautiful fish. Wow, they just absolutely grabbed these in this particular impoundment. Gee whiz. Well, I'll pick him up in the mouth because I'll get that hook on in me, so bring him in. And might just lay him down there.
Okay. Here's a nice sized fish.
Oh, what a beautiful fish. Just loosen that. See if we can get that out. Look, that's going to come out just easy like that.
Perfectly.
Isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful fish?
Oh, he is.
And a tag in him as well.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Someone's tagged him.
Yeah, someone
Have
has
to
tagged.
record
I
that.
think K for Ken, 00314. Yes, up the back you've won the chook, madam. Thank you very much. So there you are. So we've recorded that.
Yes.
And I tell you what, that might have been there a while by the look of the algae, but that is a serious fish. We
It
won't
is.
even put him on the ruler because I tell you what, that will be 48 centimetres.
Just
and
one above you, Rex.
That is bigger than mine again. I'll give him a peck, will I?
Okay, I'll let you do that.
And you want me to release him?
You
Look,
can.
that's a beautiful, beautiful fish.
Ooh.
Beautiful, beautiful fish. I'm sorry about that, mate.
Okay.
And here we go. Hey, you ready to go for me with the tag in him? Oh, he's ready, all right. Look at that. Gee, he's gone. Look at all the food in him there. So what do you reckon about Queensland bass?
They're very good, and this is a great spot to come.
It certainly is. I'm sorry about that. What do you reckon about Queensland bass?
It's pretty good fun fishing.
Good fun, folks.
How good was that? And how good was the bass fishing at Mulgara Dam? Mind you, it's just as good today. It's one of those great bass lakes in southeast Queensland, and they continue to provide exceptional fishing, not just for bass but also for other species, including golden perch and Saratoga in some of them. And how fine a female angler and presenter was Jenny. And speaking of great female anglers, we're going to check out another one now, because about 20 years or so ago, myself and Bushy made a series called Hooked on Adventure, which we shot mostly in Western Australia. It kicked off with a 1-hour special, and as part of that 1-hour special, I got to visit the Kimberley, and while I was there, I fished with a wonderful female angler by the name of Kylie Bartle. I've got to say, she kicked my butt on the Barra. Check this out. Our floating home, the Kimberley Escape, is lying at anchor near the mouth of the Mitchell River. Inland from here is some of Australia's most rugged and inaccessible country. From the air you can see how water has sculpted and shaped this land over millions of years, the river carving deep gorges out of the ancient rock on its way to the sea. The waterfalls and chasms are quite a sight, but this is the kind of waterway I'm chasing. It's a mangrove-lined feeder creek in the lower Mitchell River. The spot I've picked is typical of these tidal rivers. Exposed mud banks and pretty shallow water, especially at low tide. The first cast is always important. You're introducing something new into the aquatic environment, and it just might spark a bit of interest straight away. Oh, I've got him. Oh! That was the weirdest... Oh, it's salmon. That was the weirdest strike. That fish came towards me and I ended up with a whole heap of slack line. I thought something had bitten the lure off. Oh! Steady on there. What a fish. We'll keep this bloke because they're a beautiful fish to eat fresh. Come on, matey. Oh, look at that. Beautiful blue salmon. Oh. And like all members of the threadfin family, it's got these sort of whiskers underneath it that are actually loaded with sensory organs, and it tastes things in the water with them. That's a real hunter of a fish, that one. And in my book, probably a better fighter, kilo for kilo, than the barramundi. And fresh, every bit as good to eat. Doesn't freeze real well, but we'll hang on to that bloke and have him for lunch. What a ripper. Well, that was first cast. Let's see what happens next cast. As so often happens, the next cast and the one after that and so on produced nothing. It got to the stage where I was struggling to even get the next new lure out of the tackle box, let alone the fish out of the water. From all the activity, there were clearly plenty of fish around. Obviously, I needed someone with a bit of local knowledge to show me how. Kylie Bartle's not just the ship's cook. When it comes to catching fish, she's pretty handy too. Where's the best spot up?
Just on that point. Oh, I've got one.
Oh, Kylie's away.
What I got? Oh, Barra, little Barra.
Woo. Oh, stay on yours. Mine's a caddy. Look what I caught, Kylie. The wrong kind.
Hang on, let's compare.
Mine's a catamundi. Oh, he's a lively one.
He's a little lively one.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Is he legal? No, I don't think so.
He's a beautiful colour.
Beautiful saltwater barra, that one.
Now let's catch Mum.
Hang on to that for a second, and Peter will grab a quick still of you.
Alrighty. See you, buddy. See you next time.
You've got to be really careful with these guys. They've got nasty spine here in the dorsal fin and one in each of the pectoral fins. The way I'm holding him there, he can't get me with them, but they're very sharp on the end and they're serrated, and they've got a nasty toxin on them. They'll make you quite sick if it gets them into you. Back he goes.
Well, Steve, that's 1-0 at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, have a look at that croc over there.
Yeah, right. That's a good spot for him too. Now, crocodiles have their place, and this was obviously his. But when a croc takes a liking to your lure, it's time to pack the tackle and shoot through, folks. We didn't have to motor too far to find a new spot, and a new location can always bring a change of luck. Nice barra! Right under the rod tip. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes when I hook a good fish, I forget all about my poor old cameraman and just shove him out of the way. Sorry, Graham. Oh, well, that's what we came for, folks. Nice, legal size saltwater barramundi. I saw that fish swimming along. I saw its tail in the water as it came down along the edge here hunting bait fish. I actually thought it was a bit bigger than this, and I threw this little Nils Master spearhead in there and twitched it a couple of times. These are wild fish. We've been letting plenty of fish go on this trip, so we're going to keep this one. There we go. Look at that. What a lovely fish.
And unfortunately, it was bigger than mine.
One each, but I win on size.
Well, it's not over yet.
Oh, that's true. Okay. If I'd been smart, I'd have called a halt right then, because you just know what happens next, right? Well done, Kylie.
Oh, he's about the same size as yours, Steve.
Hang on, we'll get this other fish in.
Woohoo!
I'll come through and net him for you.
Yeah, that'd be
We
great.
might as well keep two for the table, eh?
Yeah. Got a few people to feed tonight.
Oh, nice fish, Kylie.
Woohoo! And it's bigger!
Oh, look, the lure came out too. Oh, how lucky was that? The hooks came out as soon as he got in the net.
Sheepers. I'll just get one.
Well, I just hold him over the water, Kylie. Oh, fantastic.
Alrighty.
Well done.
Come on, let's measure.
Hey, listen, I'm going to come fishing with you. Let's have a look. Yeah, you've edged me out. Let's get up here on the bow and Peter can grab some stills. So now it's 2-1 and the situation's a bit like the Socceroos playing Uruguay. In Uruguay. Talk about a home ground advantage. Excellent fish.
Woo! It's all happening now.
On ya, Kylie. Oh, that's a lovely fish.
Lovely fish. I just had a hit. Woohoo! 3-1.
Oh, and you've definitely done it size-wise this time. Look at that for a fish.
Beautiful. That's beautiful.
What a great fish. Well done. Yeah, it's bigger than the other two.
You reckon?
Slightly bigger than your other one, I think.
Great size eating fish. Anyway.
3 fish for the table. That's got to be a good morning in anyone's book, isn't it? How good was Kylie on those barra? She really showed me up. And I'll tell you what, she was a very, very good chef as well. Some delicious meals on that trip. I'll never forget it. Now, speaking of women and barra, we're going to look at something much more recent now, a wrap-up from the recent Secret Women's Business Barra Challenge, which is staged each year on Corroboree Billabong in the Northern Territory. My wife Jo normally fishes it, and she takes what she calls a barra apprentice, a younger woman usually, who she's trained up to the point where they can back boats themselves, tie all their own knots, rig all their own gear and go out and fish in the Secret Women's Business Comp, which is characterised by the fact that the women have to do absolutely everything on their own. They do a fantastic job and they also have a lot of fun doing it. We've got to thank Moo Media for letting us use this clip. It's a wrap-up of the Secret Women's Business that just finished. Check this out.
and I want to welcome all the new faces in our little SWB bubble. I think we can all kind of attest it's been such a good weekend, and we're kind of sad it's over.
Kathy, I've been out on the water for a while now. I've seen a lot of soft plastics, a lot of lures, but you're doing something a little bit different.
I basically primarily only fly fish, and we thought, we've given it a bit of a practice. We thought, oh, will it work? That I've got my fly rod, Amanda's got the bait caster, and Caro's got the spin rod. So we're covering all bases.
All right, Chris, so tell me a little bit about the origin of SWB, this brilliant competition that you've put together.
Yeah, so SWB has been around for 15 years. It's an event that started with a group of girlfriends having a wine, and it's evolved into what it is today.
I know it's a lot of work. It's a bit of a passion project. What keeps you coming back and doing it every year?
I mean, I love fishing and I love to see women active. For me, it's about the juniors as well. I see the women as the key, and if the females fishing, the family fish, the juniors are getting out and fishing, and I'm all about sustainability. So, if we can educate our juniors to fish the right way, fish sustainably, then, I feel like I've done my part.
1,424 points, the Slippery Gypsies. Done it again.
Well, Slippery Gypsies, you've just taken out the 2021 Barra Challenge. Tell me, how does it feel?
I don't even have words. I'm just surreal. It's surreal. It's 100% surreal. It's the perfect way to describe it. We've worked so hard.
Why do you love coming out here so much?
This is about women empowering women, and it's about women supporting women. And we live in a society where everyone's so quick to bring everyone else down. This competition and the coordinator, Chris Noble, really enforces that is not what this is about. This is about us coming together, teaching other people who want to learn, encouraging people who already know, and having fun together.
Leading ladies in a rut, so we stopped and had a beer and decided we would cheer. Some of it's roadies, but we are also cheerleading ladies. Leading ladies who are at our lines with Secret Womens Business on our minds.
Barra Day are hard to catch, but times like these are hard to match.
Toga Hall made us cheer, so please all raise your beer. Leading ladies, raise your cup,
and don't forget
to harden the fish up.
Well, that's SWB Barra Challenge 2021. That's a wrap.
Curses to you, COVID. That's 2 years now that I've had to miss SWB because of you. Boy, I miss those girls. They sure know how to have a good time, and they sure can fish. Sorry, I should introduce myself. For those who don't know me, I'm Jo Starling, and I've pushed into the presenter's chair of the Fishing Hub just for a little minute to introduce you to tonight's final segment. As Steve said, my mentoring team, the Barra Apprentice, would normally have fished the SWB Barra Challenge with this year's Apprentice. In fact, we were poised to field 2 teams this year, with the new team, the Graduate, made up of our alumni from the Barra Apprentice, ready to challenge their mentors on the water. We'll just have to wait until next year to see if the apprentices have got the measure of their masters. But being unable to leave my state hasn't stopped me fishing. nor has it hampered my efforts to encourage more women to take up our sport. In fact, I've used lockdown to pull together an inspiring team, and we've created an incorporated association called the Women's Recreational Fishing League. It's designed to empower women through recreational fishing. The Women's Recreational Fishing League, or WRFL if you want to be hip, will provide mentoring, networking and events designed to help women take the next step on their recreational fishing journey, whatever that might be, and it'll break down the barriers of entry for newcomers. It heralds an exciting time for women in recreational fishing and for the growth of our sport. Anyway, here's a little promo clip that we threw together. We hope that you'll consider supporting us in some way. And jump across, catch us on Facebook. I'll see you there.
I just wanted to be confident in fishing and not be a burden on the boat, you know, not rely on my husband to tie all my knots. I was always really passionate about fishing, like really passionate, just didn't have a lot of skills.
It's good to know that there is other females out there that do like to do the same kind of things, that enjoy fishing like I do.
We figured out the best way for me to cast around my body. You know, I've got short arms, you know, and I've got some assets.
I don't need anybody else's help.
Back in the car and tie my own knots and tie my own lures, landing fish myself.
All of a sudden, I could cast where I wanted to. It's so nice to see boats of women out, you know, I felt like I belonged.
Balance it between your mirrors.
I have all the skills now to be self-sufficient. And I was telling him about the knots I tied, and he's like, oh, you tied an FG. I love being out on the water, and it's really calming for me, for my high stress job.
The tackle stores are awesome.
I want to pass that passion for fishing on to my family. I can do anything, you know, because if I set my mind to it and I have the opportunity, I'm going to grab it and I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's really powerful. It's massive. It's completely changed my life. It's not just about fishing.
Well, there you go. What a wonderful initiative the Women's Recreational Fishing League is. Make sure you jump onto their Facebook page and check out what they're up to, and you might even want to kick in a couple of bucks to help give them a bit of a leg up. That's about it for this week. Thank you for all your comments and questions as we've been going along. Don't forget that you can check out all our previous live streams as well on our various YouTube channels, and you can keep up with what we're all doing on our pages on Facebook. Mine's simply called Starlo's Fishatopia, and of course Rex's is called Rex Hunt Fishing Adventures. Please get on there, have a look at them, give them a like, give them a follow. I'm really hoping that the weather, which has been a bit gnarly in my part of the world over the last week or so, is now coming good, and I'm going to get out for a fish this weekend. I might even see you on the water. Until then, and until next Thursday night, this is Starlo wishing you tight lines.